How about now? There we go. Now you should be hearing your boy. All right, appreciate that. Um, Appreciate that. We gotta, this is live, so we gotta have fun. Appreciate you guys hanging out. You know what we here to do? We're here to talk about Loop Elements Deluxe, and it is out. And I am really, 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 really happy and excited to be able to show this and share this with you guys. Let me see here. I'm gonna switch screens here for a second, and yeah, we got Loop Elements Deluxe. Um, Really, really good stuff. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Appreciate you guys for letting me know about the audio. We're gonna get started and we're gonna have some fun tonight. And I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway of we're giving a giveaway of Loop Elements Deluxe to one lucky person. I did a little challenge the other day, had some people share it, had some people do some things like that. And speaking of share, why don't you go ahead and share it now? Share it again. Share this feed, share this post, all those little things like that. Go ahead and share it on up for me so we can get some people kind of going. And I'm gonna jump into sharing things with you. I'm on Facebook. I'm streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time for all my YouTube people. We're gonna get them in the house and get them going. And I'm just gonna share it myself in a couple of groups. And if you're watching post live, please feel free to, kind of fast forward through all of this stuff. This is kind of me greeting. I'm going to trim some of this stuff off the front end for those on YouTube, but how we do on Facebook and all those things like that. So we'll trim it off for those people. And if you're watching post live on Facebook, feel free to do that as well. But if you guys can do me a real solid favor and share it, it might increase your chances for a giveaway on tonight if you just do something real simple and share. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things about Loop Elements, and then I'm going to demonstrate all of the new features, and I want to even show you guys how I'm going to do it in a track. I'm going to use it in a track tonight. I got a track I'm working on, and I need to do some percussion for it. So we're going to use Loop Elements to do that. So I'm really excited about being able to do that. So if you shared it, let me know in the comments that you shared it, and do all those things like that. And let's dig in. Let's dig in. So Loop Elements Deluxe. One thing that I wanted to share with you guys, we're doing a special crossgrade and crossgrade and upgrade offer. So if you have already bought the bundle of Loop Elements, the Loop Elements bundle with everything in it, before for any DAW, whether you bought the Pro Tools version or the Logic version or the Studio One version, you can cross grade. If you've bought the entire bundle before, you can cross grade for only $39.99. That is going to expire next Friday. It's going to expire next Friday. But if you've bought any other version of Loop Elements, just a single version, say you bought the 3468 or you bought Extreme Worship for Pro Tools, or you bought it for whatever, you still can upgrade. That's the upgrade, and you can upgrade for $49.99 from any single version of Loop Elements to the Kontakt version, and be able to make that work. Thank you, Cliff, for sharing. Thank you. Somebody said, TJ said he shared it. Thank you for sharing it. All right, so let's dig back in and let me show you Loop Elements. So this is really, really cool because it works inside of Kontakt. Been working on this for quite a while to pull this together and get this in a more universal sampler that could be used in any DAW, because I've done it for Logic and I did it for Pro Tools and I did it for Studio One, and I always had a lot of you guys, does it work in Ableton? Can you use it in Cubase? Can you use it in Cakewalk? I mean, Fruity Loops, FL Studio. I've been getting so many other people a reason. People have been asking me, Reaper, can you use it in this? So I was like, I got to get it in something that's more universal and more ubiquitous for everybody. So this requires the full version of Kontakt in order to use this. It requires the full version of Kontakt. Gotta have the full version. But it will work in the player. It's just going to be in like a demo mode, and you'll have like maybe 20 to 30 minutes to use it. It'll still function. It's not the most ideal. You have no recall and things like that, but it'll still work. And for those of you who just, you're just really cheap and you want to get around doing things, you can get the player and you can load it into the player in demo mode and create the track and then just print it, or bounce it in place or whatever and be done. It'll still work the same way. So that's pretty much the standpoint of that and how loop elements, we got it in here. So Kontakt is really, really dope. There are 4 main parts that we added, and Kontakt gives us the ability to do just multiple things. I can add in multiple effects and different things like that. So we have amp envelopes, we have your ASDR, and we have filters, and we have all of these things like that. We also have an effects engine with insert effects and with send effects, with chorus and delay and reverb and convolution verb and all of these distortion and all these things. And then we have a rhythm engine, which I'm going to demonstrate all of these things, how you can kind of utilize these. I'm really excited to show it to you. The output engine, which gives you even more effects, stereo, transient attack, equalizer, compressor. This is a loop workstation. This is a loop workstation. This is going to allow you to just morph and create the perfect loop for any song, anything that you're working for, whether it's for church, whether it's live production, whether it's any of those things. You'll be able to do it all here inside of Loop Elements. All right. So for those of you who don't really know, I gotta be totally just vanilla with you guys. For those who don't know about what Loop Elements kind of has to offer, what it does is it allows you to be able to press a key on your keyboard and be able to create a track. So I can easily just go here. I can add a shaker. Maybe, let me see, I'm losing my sustain pedal. Just taking my hands off, using sustain pedal to keep it going. Add tambourine. That's another shaker, but we add layers. All right. So here's what a sauce is. The sauce is in what we call elements. These little things like this. Let's see, we'll find something that feels good. That's cool. There we go. Ooh. So I'm just pressing keys on my keyboard, and I got this perfect loop that is tempo mapped. So I can come here inside of Logic, and I can change the BPM, and it'll slow down. You know what I'm saying? Or speed it up. So you can have the perfect loop, either way you want it. That's really, really cool. And that's kind of how Loop Elements works for those who just don't know what it does, and what you can do with it. So let's go over some of the features and let's kind of show how it works. So first thing is really, really cool that I added in is the layer mixer. And the layer mixer gives you control over your kick, snare, and clap. That's with this K. If you're looking at the screen, if you can see it, it says KSC, and it's your kick, snares, and claps. You can control the volume, the pan, the pitch of it. And then there's your perks, which of course is your percussion and different things like that. And you can do all of that. And then your elements. So let me demonstrate that real quick. So let me go back down here. Let's grab... let's just grab a clap. Let's just grab this clap. I think it's this one. All right. So you got that clap, right? And you can see it's moving. The meter is moving on that right there in the middle. And I can turn it up or turn it down. Pan it. You know, either way I want to pan it. Can tune that clap. Maybe I want a deeper clap. This is what separates it from the original version of Loop Elements. We couldn't do these little micro kind of things. So, you know what I'm saying? Then I add in the shaker. And so let's just say, as you can see, that shaker's kind of low. I can go in there and bring up the volume on the shaker. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And then maybe I want to pan the shaker a little bit to the left. Yeah, to kind of have it right there. You know what I'm saying? And then let's do this here. Maybe I want to add in. And there's my element. Let's add in another level. All right, I like that. So we got all of that. And then I can pitch this. Woo. Or maybe pitch it up. Oh, that's dope. Oh, that's it right there. Woo. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Now you got your perfect kind of vibe. But here's where this gets even more dope. So we have these different effects and stuff, right? So let me mess around with the filter. So I got a low pass filter. You also have high pass and band pass. Let's keep it on low pass here. Let's turn it on. Now you can actually create your own elements because the elements is the sauce and it's filtered like little nuances that really add some flavor, you know what I'm saying, to the track. But, you know, let's say you want to create your own element, you know, at this point. We're going to filter this down. Woo. Add some resonance. Change the filter velocity. So now you can use this to create your own elements. Then maybe want to go over here and just turn this down a little bit. Now you got a different kind of element. Maybe want to bring the elements up. And you can create your own elements. That's game changing in and of itself. Being able to create your own elements and morph the loop, just taking something as simple that sounds like this, you know what I'm saying? And be able to turn it into something like this. And then you can use that as a layer on top of another thing. So you're not just limited to the sounds that are built in and come with loop elements. You can now take all of the loops that are in loop elements and create your own kind of funky, you know what I'm saying, really dope tracks and filtered things. And you can mess around with your pitch and all of these different things like that. So it's just crazy, right? It's just absolutely amazing. And this is what I've been working for. I envisioned this with loop elements years and years ago, having something like this that I could be able to really tweak and, you know, create my own loops because everybody's chasing that sound. You know what I mean? We all love that filtered, like, kind of vibe, and I've been chasing that sound for years and I couldn't find out how to do it, so I just went and created something to be able to do it myself. Pull the whole Thanos move on them, you know what I'm saying? Just fine, I'll do it myself. For those who are Marvel heads, they understand that reference about doing it yourself. So that's pretty much the vibe and how it goes with the layer mixer in this main main area. And you can use your ASDR and your filter envelope. That's just a little kind of mild example of what you can do, but you're limited only by your imagination. Now, here's something that's really, really cool. Let's move over to the effects engine a little bit. And I'm going to take some questions and stuff in a little bit. But for right now, I just want to kind of dive in and dig in and really share this and show this project that we've been working on for a long time with this. So, let's pull up some elements. I just want to showcase a little something again, how you can even take some of the elements. Let's see where we at. Okay, let's go with this. I like that. That's kind of your modern kind of your modern kind of worship type vibe. You know what I'm saying? Now we have several insert effects like lo-fi. I can go in here. You know what I'm saying? Decrease the bits. I can even add some tape noise. That's for that like J Dilla lo-fi kind of, you know, those that know. That's true. What's true lo-fi without the tape noise? Not the tape on the record noise. So you can create, you know, do something like that with lo-fi. We also have distortion, or this is screamer. It's this type of distortion. You can change the tone, the drive. You see what I'm saying? So it's a complete loop workstation, being able to make your loops into it. And you can combine loops, you know what I'm saying? And really make this like really, really dope. Add some distortion. Just make it as dirty as you want, you know what I'm saying? And then saturation to make it even more dirty. That's gritty. I love that. You know what I'm saying? And then jump. These are all kind of like distortion. You know what I'm saying? That's like a, you know, real deep distortion type vibe. But I kind of like that vibe. I kind of like that flow. So let me jump over here into send effects, which is like your other kind of effects like chorus. You know what I'm saying? If you want to add some chorus to it or some delay. You know, that's cool. It can work for something, especially for like worship stuff, if you want to like kind of create some timing kind of stuff. But then you got verb. You know what I'm saying? And you can play with that and come up with something that you want. Convolution, which everybody knows convolution is like that really crazy kind of verb. Deep, like echo chamber type vibes. But you know what I'm saying? You can combine this kind of stuff again with the filters. You know what I'm saying? And again, you can create your own elements. You can create your own kind of stuff that just really works in with everything that goes in there. So I think that's really, really dope and really, really cool that you can do that. So that's the effects engine, which is really, really cool. Now, another thing that's really dope, we'll turn all of these off just to make sure everything's clear. We can start fresh slate. So let's go back here with this. This is the rhythm engine, and the rhythm engine allows you to, you know, basically kind of create your own rhythms, so to speak. So I'll demonstrate. Let's say you have a specific kind of kick pattern. So, okay, let's go back down here. Let's get the kicks. Where? Oh, I still got my what's it called on. I was like, what happened? There it is. All right. There's a clap. Let me get my, there we go. So say I got my kick here. You know, let's just kind of kick on the one. I can use the rhythm engine. Let's say I got a specific kick pattern I want. And this is going to be not at all scientific, but I can like draw in a kick pattern here and the velocity in which I want it to hit. Draw in a pattern altogether. And I turn on the step sequencer. Now when I play the kick, you know, so it kind of plays around. Let's just kind of do something funky. I don't know. I'm just drawing something in just to see what it'll do. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And you can control that. So if you got a specific clap pattern, a specific kick pattern, I like to use it for that. You can use it for like the elements, but it kind of gives you like a little funky thing. So if I go up here, maybe for the shakers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for like that, if you want to do that, that could work. So it's really, really cool with that. So, but the other dope part is the filter part of the rhythm engine, and I can create a filter sequence. So let me pull an element up here. Let's pull up an element. Okay, now I'll hold those in. And then what I'll do is take this and we'll draw something in here. And then I'll edit my cutoff. So if I leave some gaps in here, say, it'll filter right in here. So kind of cool with that kind of stuff. But I can combine it with the post filter and maybe do something really funky. Then let's see what we can do here. See what we can make it do. There we go. See what I'm saying? Now it's kind of responding to the filter, the output filter and the input filter, to create like a double kind of filtered effect. So it's really dope that you can like really, again, this is like a loop workstation. You're not just confined to the standard loops that kind of come in it. You can sit down and really craft your sound. All right. So the last thing, and I just realized I had to pitch up on this. Let me turn that back down. The last thing I'll show you is the output engine, which is really dope. So we'll bring these loops in right here. And you have like a stereo, spreader. So I can make those loops really wide, or I can make them just mono if I just need to for whatever reason. But I can control the stereo spread, make them wider. You know what I'm saying? And I got a transient attack, which is crazy. I can make those loops just hit a little bit harder, You know what I'm saying? So you can control like the attack on them, which is just sick. Then you got your, let me turn that shaker down just a little bit. Yeah, there we go, that feels better. And then I can turn on my equalizer. Maybe I want to take out some of the lows, bump up the mids. And I can control which frequency I want to do it on. You know what I mean? Then I can add a compressor and compress it. Lower that threshold and really kind of smash it if I want to, or make it open. It's crazy. So that just gives you the options. That's the whole thing. This is Deluxe. This is your Deluxe loop workstation that allows you to do whatever you pretty much imagine or you can think of. You're only limited by your imagination with this. That's the super dope part about this, the fact that you can just really hone in on all those things like that. So okay, so let me get some questions real quick. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Sweet, get a decent mix before printing. And Cliff Latham, you're on both. You're on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. That's hilarious. Okay, Kontakt. Yeah, it works in Kontakt 5 and it works in Kontakt 6. It works in both of them. And if you guys haven't shared, please share for me. I'm going to do a giveaway tonight. And I'm going to be looking at who shared it, who didn't share it, all that stuff like that. I'm going to do a giveaway. All right, there's no other questions. Love all the options. Love the flexibility. Here on YouTube, you guys are saying, okay, I got some questions here on YouTube. Can you route out individual channels through Kontakt for mixing the elements? You know what, Cliff? That's a good question. Quite honestly, I have not tried that. There is a multi-output mode in Kontakt. You can put it in multi-output mode. I need to play around with that. If so, if I can figure it out, if it's already in there, I'll do an update video showing how to do that. If it's not, then I'll get back into the under the hood and tweak it and figure out how we can do that. That's a really dope thing. Sweet control is awesome. The elements function is extra fresh. This is fine. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. All right. Dope. Dope. So again, you can get this for if you've bought this before, you can cross grade for $39.99 if you've already bought the previous versions of Loop Elements. And if you have bought any version of Loop Elements besides Loop Elements Lite, that doesn't count in this situation. But if you bought any other version of Loop Elements, regular version, whether it's from Pro Tools Studio One, 3468, Extreme Worship, whatever, you can upgrade for $49.99. Now, if you don't own any of them, you can buy the full thing for $79.99. All right, and get it like that. So the other part of that is that's going away. That's not forever. After I'm all off in October. After August the 6th, which is next Friday, the prices are going up. This Loop Elements is going up to $99.99, and then Crossgrade options will start at probably $49 or $59.99. I think I probably like $59.99 for upgrade Crossgrade. So if you miss this window, it's going to cost you some extra money. So this is the time to get in within the next 7 days and go ahead and hone in and do that or what have you. All right. So jump on over to the website. The link is down, pinned in the comment section on both YouTube and here on Facebook. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you guys is how I'm going to show you guys all of the different versions that come with this. So I showed you the interface. Now I want to talk about all of the different instruments, the different volumes that come with this, because I added in some really dope stuff with this or what have you. So let me hop in over here to the screen and show you guys what comes along with it. All right, so let's jump over here real quick. All right, so the traditional is like the 4/4 version. That's what I've been using since we started. That's what you guys have been seeing. But we also have 3/4/6/8, and 3/4/6/8 is probably my favorite favorite volume of it, because with modern worship stuff and all of that, 3/4/6/8 is pretty much like the standard, worship music. 90% of it is like in 6/8 and 3/4. So it's really cool to have, saying some elements and let me get it down to a BPM where it really feels worshipy. Let's get it down to like that 85 BPM. Y'all know that sound. This is that sound you be looking for. This kind of stuff. Or, ooh. So let me hold that. Let's see. And let's bring in, let's see if we can get a snap in here. Okay, so let's go. Let's see here. Because I got a 49 key keyboard, so I'm playing around with. Okay. Let's get a. Let's see. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for my snap. So. Okay. Y'all know that sound. and so on and so forth. That's 3468. A lot of really, really dope elements and things in there. That's really, really cool. That's the 3468. But also volume 3 that comes with it. So you get all of this when you buy Loop Elements Deluxe. You get 3468, 44, and you get one of my other favorites, which is Extreme Worship, which is like this kind of stuff. Woo. So it's like that dirty, you know what I'm saying? Woo. You know, that kind of stuff. Big kicks. Woo. So it's like that real big, heavy type worship type vibes. But the dope thing about Extreme Worship is it's split up in your 3/4 and 4/4 6/8 elements. Everything is split up. So the first kicks down here. So let me go so you can see my keys. Kicks down here. These are all 4/4 3. You know what I'm saying? That's all 4/4. But once you get past there, you get like 3/4 kicks for the other half of that octave down there. And then same thing with the elements up here. I get 6/8 and 3/4 elements up here. So if I play these, let's do it together. Woo. You know what I'm saying? So that's really, really dope because you end up with both the 3/4 and the 6/8 elements all in one volume. And you can really kind of craft a lot from just that one thing, especially if you're going for like some worship type stuff. You can really kind of dig into this volume and get what you need out of that. Now, another thing that I added was one shots. Now, I used to have these added into the different volumes themselves was the one shots. Let's see, let's go down here. Let's find it on the keyboard here. Where is it at? Let me see where I'm at. Give me a second here, guys. Sorry. I had to move that out the way and put the keyboard on so I can see where I'm at. Oh, that's why. Yep. And I went down to, there we go. So claps, cymbals, chimes, risers, stuff like that. Sweeps. So all kind of like little effects and kicks, booms, claps. I used to have these all, you know, kind of spread out across the different volumes, just regular one shots. And I decided to put them in one instrument just so, you know, when I thought about it for myself, like when I'm searching for this specific kick, because I use this a lot, especially when I'm doing worship stuff. I use these. I use all of those things like that. So I don't like to search for it. So it's like, I'd much rather just have it, you know, at an instrument by itself that I can just pull up and use. And then let's bring quick load back up. The last one is a free expansion and a brand new expansion that comes only with Loop Elements Deluxe, and it's called the Swing Machine, boys and girls. So this is really, really dope because I can do stuff like this. Woo. You know, woo. Let's add some shakers and stuff in here. See how I just created a vibe in like 2 seconds. 2 seconds, I got a whole vibe going. You know what I'm saying? You can rock with that. Just a whole vibe created. I can roll with that. Woo. Man, that is so sick. I just pressed a couple of keys, you know what I'm saying, on the keyboard and got an instant like vibe, just straight instant drive. That's just like so stupid. Like I'm just saying, if I was looking for like buying something to do loops and stuff, I would pay $79.99 just for that. I'm being honest, just for this. Just so I could do that. Man, how many clicks can I create with that? My God. So, and then the dope thing about Swing Machine also, and I'm trying to, is that there's also like some other swing type stuff in here. Let me change the BPM. Let's bring it up for like your Celebrate the King, High Praise, you know, stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. So on one end you got that kind of stuff, and on the other octave, we'll sing praises unto our King. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just junk like that where you can really like build it out and just make some really, really dope. So that's the Swing Machine. This is a free expansion that comes with only Loop Elements Deluxe. We still have the other versions, the Pro Tools versions, the Logic version, the Studio One version, all of that stuff like that, that you can get on the site. But if you want the Swing Machine, it's coming with Loop Elements Deluxe. I kind of got to keep that close to the chest because I just love the Swing Machine. And it gives you, so again, this is a whole loop workstation that gives you the ability to be able to have the type of loops that, you know, you covet and that you want to have for your church services. You know what I'm saying? You know how it goes, bro. When you hear, when somebody pulls up on you and they hear that, they're like, what is that loop? Where did you get that loop from? Yo, let me get that. It's just the best part of loop creation right now, where it's going. And this is just giving you everything. I threw everything I could in this. I wanted to make this as big and as dope as possible for you guys to be able to get it and stuff like that. Sang. All right, so let me look at some questions, make sure I didn't miss anything here. I'm looking on Facebook first here. I said that was funky. I'm really tripping off Cliff Latham that is on both on YouTube and on Facebook at the same time commenting. This is hilarious to me. Let's see here. Let me go back up. 3, 4, 6, 8. The flexibility. Make sure I didn't miss no questions. Just purchased the Pro Tools version like a month ago. You can upgrade, Doc Raymond Rock. You can update. You can upgrade, not upgrade, but Crossgrade for $39.99, and you can get the Kontakt version and be sweet, Doc. Let's see. How do you simplify the loop with that feature being as full? Yeah, you can filter it out with EQ. It was probably where I was at. Gotta be easier than that. I'm curious to know. Gotta be a way. Yeah, I mean, you can simplify it with EQ and be a little bit. Thank you, just Structor. Thank you. I'm everywhere. This dude said he's everywhere. Simplify that question for me about how do you simplify the question about simplifying the loop. Do that for me. All right. YouTube. Love the fact that it syncs right up. Yes, sir. That spread is heavenly. What does it look like in a what does it look like and work like in a DAW? Well, I'm here inside of Logic right now, and I'm actually about to switch this next section that I'm in. I'm actually about to switch in, and I'm gonna use, you're gonna guys watch me work through creating, using it in a track real time to kind of create some stuff. So we're gonna do that like live here in just a second. I'm gonna pull up a track, and we're gonna go through, and I'm gonna layer some loops and stuff in it. So stay tuned for that. Hit the share button, do all those things like that. Let's see, extra sweet. That's dope that Logic is this dope that Logic shows you every note you play. I'm impressed. That's funny. Just got here. Can you get drum maps pitch lists for these? Doug A, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to be a little bit more specific about that. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about that. I just want to make sure I get your question right. What else did I mix? Okay, cool. All right, so dope. Appreciate you guys. All right, let's go over here now and let's create, let's just work on a track. Let's do a track here. So I've got this track this is a legit production that I am working on right now. This is a song for an artist. He's actually Swahili, or the song is mostly in Swahili. I'm not gonna play the vocals because they're scratch vocals that he sent me, and I started building the track around. And I actually built this track on my other non-streaming computer. This is my streaming computer, so I exported the stems of my drums and keys and all that stuff over here. And what I'm gonna also do, had already used loop elements on some things here, but what I'm gonna do is, for this video, we're gonna go ahead and delete out what I've already used in loop elements. I leave that tambourine in there because that tambourine I actually got from somewhere else. That worship boom was actually from loop elements. All right, so boom, we got that. This is the song. I'm gonna play it for you. Oh, I see what you're saying, Doug. Yeah. Well, I'll explain that in a little bit. I'll explain a little bit what you can do with that. How you can know where everything is, so to speak. So this is the track. Modern GCM, CCM kind of vibe, you know what I'm saying? And it drives out. So, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of drives out your modern kind of worship kind of flow. Loop elements works perfect for this kind of stuff, right? Works perfect for anything. But I've got extreme worship pulled up. So the first thing we want to do is go for something that kind of has that worship kind of vibe. So let's see what we can come up with and we can pull up. So I have extreme worship pulled up here. And we're 4/4. Now, one thing I love to do is I actually like to combine elements together to kind of get it. So you take something like this, you know what I'm saying, and combine it with something like this. You know what I'm saying? So I like to play around until I kind of come up with what I'm looking for. Let's see how that feels. Yep. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So let's play around with it a little bit just to kind of feel like it's a little bit too harsh. So I'll drop the cutoff just a little bit. I kind of like that. Let me see. It feels good. I don't think I want to do too much. Let me see. Just curious to see how some verb will feel with it. Let's see how that feels. Let's see how that feels in the track. Yeah, that feels really good. That feels really, really good. It's almost like exactly what it needed. Let's see. I'll increase the stereo spread of it. This is what I love about it, to make it wider. And then, of course, by making it wider, it does make it a little bit louder. So we're going to bring it down, volume on that layer. But we're going to make it wider. Let's just make it hyper wide. And then, like I said, let's compensate the volume. See what I'm saying? That just feels good. All right, so let's lay it down. Let's record. Yeah, it does feel like a wah-wah pedal. So Crossgrade, and Crossgrade is if you bought the bundle already, all 3 bundles, and you want to, cool, that's all I need. The Crossgrade is if you bought the full bundle already. Okay, 3 to 12, perfect. If you bought the bundle already. And upgrade is if you've only bought an individual version. That's the only difference. Like you're not getting anything different. Like you're still going to get full version. Crossgrade is if you've already bought the full bundle before in any DAW, the full 3 versions that we had before. You crossgrade. If you only bought 1 version of Loop Elements or 2 versions of Loop Elements, you upgrade for the 49. All right, so that's really, really cool. So what's also dope about this is quantization. So look at my piano roll here. I'm legit only working with 2 notes. This is a game changer when it comes to like quantizing and really locking your loops in, because now to quantize this, literally all I have to do is go over here and just quantize it to 4/1/4, and it locks it to the grid. And then I can take this and I can just loop it throughout the rest of the song. You know what I'm saying? So I got the flow throughout the whole song. You know what I'm saying? So that flow is just there throughout the whole thing. That was simple. Now, outside of the time that it took me to do that, that was really, really simple. So let's add in some other stuff, some other good stuff. Let's see, I'm going to add in another instance. And always label your tracks. You know, this is bad, you know, etiquette. This was element, you know, whatever. And we're going to add a shaker in. And I'm going to show you how quick and how easy you can just build out a track. I'm just going to grab 4/4 real quick. And let's just look for a shaker. Perfect. It's right there on that C. That's all I want right there, right? So when the chorus comes in on this, I want to be able to, on the second verse, I want to be able to add in a shaker to add some movement to the song. I think it's right here. Again, I only need like maybe 1 or 2, you know, bars. And then here's something if you don't know about Logic, it's called capture recording, because you notice I didn't press record. I can now come back in and bring in what I did, because Logic is always listening, boys and girls. One of my favorite features of Logic. So now I can take that and I can just, again, loop that throughout the rest of the song. And so now, you know what I'm saying? Now it's starting to come together for me. So really, really cool. So now, again, let's go back and quantize that. We only working with 1 note, but let's quantize it just in case. All right, so here's something really, really cool. Let's go in and grab my 1 shots here, because I have some things that I want to add in. I'm gonna add all these in on 1 track. I got some little effects and some booms, little 1 shots that we're going to add in to add some more flavor to this. And we'll bring it in on the second verse and you'll see what I'm saying. I love this little snare. This is one of my favorite kind of things, and watch what it does to the track. Capture recording, bring it in, quantize it. But I'm gonna bring the volume up on it because it was a little lower than what I wanted. That was kick. And let's bring it up in the track a little bit. And this is what it should sound like. Woo! That's it right there. Love it. See what I'm saying? Accents that snare, makes it feel bigger. I love that. Then maybe I want to add in like some chimes. So again, loop elements can be like your complete loop workstation. Probably don't want to add that right there. Add that in there. Right here. You know what I'm saying? quantize it just to lock it. This is how I literally work through doing percussion on a track. Like, I work through it as I hear things. You know what I'm saying? So some people like to jump around. I like to kind of jump in here and do things as I flow. That's feeling really good. That's feeling really, really good. Whew. Sweet. So, okay, so next thing I want to add in, I told you I love these little booms. These little booms like that. I love those. So I'm gonna bring those in starting in the there's a bridge. Yeah. Just loop it, bring it in, quantize it. It's just how I feel it. You know, you guys might do something different. I'm pretty sure that's just how I kind of feel things. Let's make sure I got that right on the money. So when it loops, it's not funny. See what I did there? All right, let's see. And we'll probably let that loop out until, let's see, till it closes out. Okay, that's probably where it's going to end there, about right there. That'll be the last one. Right there. So got that in there. One other thing I want to add in is this big clap. And what I'm going to do is, since it's so big, I'm going to add it on another track. Clap. This big clap, I just want to add it in on the vamp part. Missed that where I wanted it. Let me bring that back. Right there. That's where I should have hit it, but let me go ahead and add that in there and quantize that. And I'll kind of play around there and copy and paste that around, but then you just kind of blend it in, you know what I'm saying? So it's not as accentuated. I want it to be like more of an effect, kind of something that happens in the background and not something that's just right in front of your face. So if I just solo, my percussion. Oh, okay. There we go. This is what I got. And I built all of this with loop elements. See what I'm saying? So that I can just keep building on all night, and I probably will. I'm gonna go ahead and save this so I don't lose my work. But that is pretty much how you can utilize loop elements to build your own track. You know what I'm saying? You can just use it for every aspect of what you do, from the all the way from the initial. Oh, you guys can't see me. Hold on. 1 second. My camera, my camera went off. Probably overheated while I was sitting there doing it. Give me a second. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I think I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. So that's funny. Epic fail, right? All right. So yeah, again, you can use loop elements to build out every aspect of your track. You can build out your your loops, the effects, the regular elements, your booms, your shakers. Every aspect of it can be used in the track, and I wanted to really like demonstrate that for you guys, that it's just not, oh, here's an instrument, here's a contact thing, here's this thing, loop elements that I did, and go buy it because it's cool. No, I actually want to show you the functionality of what it can do and how you can build and how this can enhance what you do, your workflow, all of those things like that. This is Loop Elements Deluxe. This is something I've been working on and building towards, and I hope this is something that's really going to bless you guys and really is going to bless the community as it continues to grow, because I'm going to be adding more expansions and more things. I got some really cool things that I'm going to be adding to this in the coming months before the end of this year. This is going to be a whole platform. That's one of the reasons why I switched to Kontakt, because it gives me way more expandability and way more options for some things that I really want to do as it relates to this. Now that I've got this engine kind of built out, I can build anything else I want on top of it. So I've got a ton of expansions, a ton of other instruments that's going to come. So as you guys continue to support me and what I'm doing and what I'm building, it's going to continue to, build this development. I've gotten a lot of people that's asking me, hey, can you bring this to iOS? Can you bring this to iPad? Sure, I need the support. If you guys want to see this on iPad, buy it on the desktop first. Help your boy out to get, because it's expensive. Development is expensive. And it costs a lot of money and a lot of time. I was able to build all of this myself, but when it comes to iOS, that's like a foreign language to me. iPad, coding and scripting, I can do stuff like this for like samplers and things, but when it comes to like coding an actual application, that's a little bit above my pay grade, and I'd have to hire somebody and I have to spend some money, but I got to make some money first so I can spend some money to be able to create some really dope stuff for the community. And you guys have been coming in and showing up to help out, so I really appreciate that. Okay, so let me answer. I saw some other questions come in while I was doing that whole segment, so let me make sure that I ascertain all of those things that came in or whatever. That's funky. That's a vibe. Sang Doc. This definitely would save me time I normally spend in stylist. Yes, sir. My guy. Yes, sir. Stunner. Snares on point. Yes, sir. Fire emojis. That's on Facebook. All right, let's jump over on YouTube. I think I saw some extra comments and questions came in over here. Okay, yeah, Doug A was, I don't know if you're still on, Doug. You was asking questions about the mapping and all of those things like that. So the way, let me go to a 4.4 version of loop elements real quick. Let's pull up the 4.4 version. So I don't have it Oh, I didn't want to do that. Shoot. Hold on 1 second, guys. Oh, cool. I didn't actually lose anything. Or did I? I actually did. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this back up. I had extreme worship here. I shouldn't have lost anything, but I saved. So let's just go with that. And I'll rebuild it if I have to. Let me jump back over here and let's go with the 4.4 version. And so the way I have this set up, and I'll go to my keys. So the way I have this set up is each octave represents a like different set of like, you know, elements or of the loop. So down here on the very low register, you have your kicks. You know what I'm saying? So you have an octave of nothing but kicks, right? And then the next octave is your snares, you know, stuff like that. Different snares, things like that. And then you have the next octave is claps. You got just different types of claps and snaps. And then the next octave is like your percussion. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I'll go up to, you get the elements. And this is the sauce. So I pretty much keep that same kind of flow throughout the entire, you know, instrument situation. You know, each instrument pretty much has that same flow. Kicks, you know, snares, if I'm using snares, snaps, claps, percussion, and then elements. Each one of them have that same kind of workflow that kind of flows throughout everything or what have you. So that's how it is. He says, I'm the real John Mike. That's funny. Yeah, I think I've seen your YouTube. I think I've heard I've seen your YouTube channel before. I think, yeah, that's dope. We both are John Mike out here. All right. So, let's see. I think I explained the Crossgrade upgrade option. He said it feels like a wow pedal. That's funny. It did, you know, when I was doing that on the track, and all of that good stuff like that. The real John Mike, he is the real John Mike. I'm the real John Mike, you know, we're all the real John Mike, you know, that's really dope. Pleasure to meet you, John Mike. John Mike meet John Mike. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. That's what I really wanted to share with you guys tonight. I wanted to hop on and I wanted to go through this thing just piece by piece, step by step, showing you like real application, what knobs do, what buttons do, what the shakers do, what all that stuff like that, using it in a track, all of the different instruments. I've tried to be as exhaustive as possible. I've tried to be as exhaustive as possible. All right. So you guys have been patient. It's only about 8 of you guys that are still hanging out with me. Let's see. I want to do the giveaway. I want to give away a copy on YouTube to somebody on YouTube, and I'm going to give a copy away to somebody that is on Facebook. You know, I want, let's see, we'll start with Facebook because I asked people to share. And if you're still here watching, comment here. Comment here. Do that. Let me know that you're still here in the stream. Do that for me real quick. Let me know that you're still here. Oh, and I'm out of focus. Let me get my focus right. There we go. We back now. We was out. You guys didn't tell me I was out of focus. You didn't tell me I was out of focus. All right. Okay, Cliff is still here. Who else is still here? And if you're on YouTube, say you're still here because these are going to be the people that are going to be participants of the giveaway. Let me know if you're still here. Let me know if you're still here. All right. Let me know if you're still here on both platforms. All right. Cool. Cool. Let me know if you're still here. That's all I need to know because I'm going to pick someone who shared it on Facebook. We're going to start on Facebook and I'm going to do something else for YouTube, you guys on YouTube. But for Facebook, I'm going to look at these shares here real quick. I want to see who's still here and who shared it. And I'm going to pick somebody off of that. Give me a second. I got to go to Facebook on my iPad, like on Safari, because it won't let me see the shares in the Facebook app part. Let's see here. Y'all bear with me. And if you're still here, hang out for the giveaway. There we go. I had to get to my own profile. And Facebook just make it hard on a brother. All right, let's go here. Yeah, bam. Finally, I get to see who shared it. All right. Let me go back over here to Facebook. Let's see if the people that I see that shared it are still here. Give me a second here. He said, but by the grace of God. All right. I'm looking at the right post. I'm not. I can't be. Boom. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay. Let me see if that name is still there. Yep. Okay. The winner on Facebook. The winner on Facebook is Terrence Coulter. Terrence Coulter. Send me a DM. Send me a DM. Send me a DM. And with your information. Well, don't even. You ain't got to send information. Just send me a DM, and I'll give you instructions on how to claim that. Terrence Coulter is the winner on Facebook of Loop Elements. And let's go over here on YouTube. All right, let's see who's still here on YouTube. Who we gonna pick here? Okay, here, everywhere. You know what, Cliff, since you have been an avid supporter across both YouTube and Facebook, this man has legit been, for whatever reason, jumping across Facebook and YouTube and commenting and responding on both. I think that's really, really cool. And you had some really good interaction and you had some really good, comments, and you really helped doing the stream. So Cliff is the winner on YouTube for hanging out with me. Send me, evidently you're on Facebook. So go on Facebook Messenger, send me a DM, and I'll give you instructions on how to claim your prize on that. So I appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys. The rest of you, you still can get Loop Elements. You still can get it. The link is down there. You can get it now at loopelements.com. It is still available. It's still the best loop library on the internet right now. There's not anything else that can do what this thing can do. It can help you get the loops that you want, that you love, and that sound that you've been chasing. That is the goal for it. So I appreciate you guys for really jumping in and hanging out with your boy on that. So please, if you can do me a favor, go ahead and share this video. Do all those things that you normally do on the video. Check out the offer. If you've already bought Loop Elements, if you already own it, whether you bought like one version, 6 months ago, or you bought the full bundle, last week, you can still crossgrade and upgrade. Crossgrade is $39.99. Upgrade, if you bought a single version of Loop Elements, is $49.99, and the full version, if you've never bought Loop Elements before, is $79.99. All right, so make sure that you get on that, because that's going away. Those prices, those price points are going away next Friday. You have exactly 1 week to get your money together and go ahead and get it and upgrade and do all those things like that, because it's going away after that, and then you're going to be back to what was going to be our regular prices. There's going to be a $99 upgrade and like a $59.99 Crossgrade or something like that. So if you want to save a little money, get in on this offer right now. The link is pinned in the comment section on both YouTube and on Facebook. I appreciate all you guys, as always, all of the support you guys give me. Why will this stay up? Yes, this will stay up, Cornelius. This is going to be up. This is going to be up 30 years from now. You're going to be able to go back on Facebook if Facebook is still around 30 years from now, and you'll still be able to go back and watch this video and see how young and beautiful John Mike was back in 2021. You'll be able to do that. So I appreciate you guys. I'm done for the night. This has been fun. I enjoy interacting with you guys and doing all of these things like that. So I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Go hit that link, loopelements.com. Appreciate your support. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. I'm out. Holla at your boy.